Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Volato Group Incorporated SOARW just filed its latest 8K report, and I'm seeing a significant capital raise that could reshape its future. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company just announced a direct stock sale to raise money, and it is important to understand what this means for shareholders. This filing is essentially a current report that companies use to announce major events. Volato Group Incorporated is reporting on an event that happened on the 30th of June 2026. This simply means they are complying with the rules set by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. This is the company we are focusing on today, Volato Group Incorporated. They are involved in the aviation industry. Here we see some standard corporate information, where they are incorporated, their file number with the SEC, and their employer identification number from the IRS. None of this is particularly new or exciting. This section is where they announce truly newsworthy items. And here is the big news. Volato Group Incorporated had a securities purchase agreement for what they call a registered direct offering. Basically, they agreed to sell a lot of their stock directly to certain investors. This happened on the 27th of June 2026, and the deal wrapped up on the 30th of June 2026. They sold over 11 million shares of their class, a common stock, at a price of just 16.5 cents per S-share. This is a very low price, indicating it was likely a way to raise cash quickly. So, in total, they raised about $1.8 million. Remember, this is before they pay any fees or expenses related to the sale. It is not a massive amount of money for a public company, but it is a significant chunk relative to the share price. This means the investors buying these shares are considered financially sophisticated and can handle the risks associated with this kind of investment. They are not everyday retail investors. This tells us that they used specific legal exemptions to sell these shares without having to go through the full, lengthy registration process. This is common for direct placements with accredited investors. This filing is a follow-up to a previous one that announced the initial agreement. This is just documenting the completion of that agreement. They also filed this offering under a pre-approved shelf registration. Think of a shelf registration like a pre-approved yes for future stock sales, making the process much faster when they actually decide to sell. This registration statement was put in place back in September 2025. Now, every filing like this includes a section on forward-looking statements. This is a standard legal disclaimer warning that future predictions or statements about the company's plans are not guarantees. They are based on current assumptions and can change due to various risks. Essentially, anything they say about what might happen in the future is a forward-looking statement. They include this to protect themselves from lawsuits if things don't turn out as planned. Here, they hint at some of the risks they are facing. Notably, they mention a potential reverse stock split and its uncertain effect on their stock price. This suggests the company might be struggling with a low stock price currently. This section lists any supporting documents. In this case, they're filing an opinion from their legal counsel about the validity of the shares and an interactive data file. This is the legal opinion confirming the shares are validly issued. It is a standard component for these types of offerings. And finally, the official sign-off. This signature belongs to Mark Heinen, the Chief Financial Officer, confirming that Volato Group Incorporated officially submitted this report on the 1st of July, 2026. So, what does this all mean for Volato Group Incorporated? They just injected about $1.8 million into the company by selling a significant number of new shares at a very low price. This is often a sign that a company needs cash to fund operations, pay down debt, or invest in new projects, especially when the stock price is low. Looking at the context, this filing follows news from late June about a $1.8 million stock sale and a director exiting. It seems Volato has been active in securing capital. There was also news in June about a $2.2 million strategic investment focused on AI, which could be a different avenue of funding or partnership earlier in the year. They extended a merger agreement deadline with M2I Global, which suggests they may have been exploring other strategic options. The fact that they are conducting a registered direct offering at such a low price hints at potential financial pressures. Companies typically do this when they need cash urgently, and may not be able to raise it through more conventional means like a secondary offering at a higher price. The mention of a potential reverse stock split is another red flag, as it is often a tactic used by struggling companies to boost their stock price and avoid delisting. For investors, this dilutive offering means their ownership percentage has decreased. With over 11 million new shares issued at a low price, existing shareholders now own a smaller piece of the pie. The impact of such a capital raise depends heavily on how the company uses the funds. If it leads to significant growth or operational improvements, it could be a positive move in the long run. However, If the company continues to struggle or burns through cash quickly, this offering might just be a temporary fix. What I am actually looking for is how Volato Group plans to use this $1.8 million to generate future growth and improve its financial health. The mention of potential reverse stock splits and the low offering price are concerning, and it will be crucial to monitor how the company's stock performs, and if it can overcome its current challenges. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded, like this video, and subscribe for more deep dives, and join our Discord community in the description.